Hey, Board of Advisor members, your Board of Advisor leadership team is here. Matt Andrews, Mike Calhoun, Kevin Harrington here in the studio, working on some amazing new content for you, working on a lot of plans that are going to be coming out over the next few weeks, and we are really excited about taking our level of communication up to that next level to help you guys during this crazy time that we're living in right now. And, we were talking a few minutes ago, and, in times like these, turbulent times, the real estate crash, which is what made my business back in 2008, 2009. Right. You've been through financial crashes and come out on the other side of that, right? Mike, you too. In times like these, there are really three things that we focus on, right? Number one, it's staying calm. Mm-hmm. Number two, it's seeking good counsel, listening to the right people. And number three, it's getting ultra focused. Let's talk about the first one. Staying calm, okay? As entrepreneurs, as leaders in our community, I'd say it's our responsibility to be the calm voice, all right? To be the ones that are rational when everybody else is freaking out. So I encourage, as we are working on, to be that calm voice to your companies, to your neighbors, to your family. It's time for us to be level-headed, to be rational, so that we can see things clearly. And of course, how do we do that? Well, we do that by listening to the right people and seeking good counsel, right?
I think that's important, yes.
Yeah.
In fact, so I've been getting a lot of phone calls, but I also have been making a lot of phone calls to mentors of mine. So for example, interest rates have just dropped. So is now a good time, I talked to my financial mentor, a couple things. Is now a good time to refinance some of the, maybe if you have mortgages or second mortgages or business loans, et cetera, or maybe it's a good time to go get a business loan because maybe you got to weather the storm a little bit. It's late to be thinking about raising capital maybe, but it's still, now is the time, because don't wait 90 days from now when you're out of money. You got to prepare for those tough times. So maybe you need to be raising money, getting better interest rates. Also, in my world, I play in the stock market, and I've had some downturns. But if you watch some of the possible upsides, Zoom is a good opportunity. That stock's going up. Papa John's was up, I think, $9 in one day because they have their own infrastructure for delivering food and being able to leave it at the front door type of thing. So in tough times, there are good financial opportunities if you have an appetite for that also. So you need to hunker down, tighten up the ship, make sure your insurances, your banking, all of the basics are in place to weather the storm.
Get solid, get firm, right?
Exactly.
I love the stay calm thing. It reminds me of just being that rock. And being that rock for the family and everybody that you mentioned, but also being that rock for your people, for your staff, for you, the members. So the rock doesn't really waver. It gives you a place where you can just sometimes lean on it. It doesn't necessarily have to do anything fancy, but just be there for you, unmoving when things are getting crazy. So one of my commitments to all of you as members, friends, the BA family, we are here to be that rock for you in this time. Seeking good counsel. Matter of fact, you just texted me the other day. You said, buy Bitcoin now. And I did it from my phone. Yeah. And it turned out to work out really well.
18% in 2 days. Not bad. Yeah.
So,
annually, that's really good.
That's really good. Yeah, exactly. And it might go back down again, but we're in a good spot there, right? It's time to move on opportunities like that.
Staying in close communication with the people that can make a difference and give you the right little steps and moves really end up making a big difference at the end of the line when we can all come out of this together. Getting focused. Some of my staff is like, what are you doing? You're changing everything. Yes, because we're in a different time.
The world just changed.
And we just cut everything back that was a distraction that didn't really focus on you as a member, right? Right now, you are our biggest priority, and that has become our it's always been our dedicated focus, but this, at a new level, we are stripping away anything that is a distraction and making sure that we bring what you need at this crazy time. So stay calm, be that rock. Make sure you're taking advantage of the advisors, the mentors, the individuals with more experience who've been through not just a time like this, but many times like this, and come out the other side better. And
get focused, man.
Get focused.
Hyper focused.
Get focused.
Now's the time.
do the things that matter now. And that could even boil back to family, right? You know, spend maybe a little extra time with the family and get the right perspective so that it helps with making the right decisions. But what we don't want you to do is don't panic. You're in the best place you could possibly be in. There's no better environment, especially digitally, than here with Board of Advisors and the members of Board of Advisors. You are actually making all the right steps already. Let's just continue to do that together.
Yeah. You know, Mike, I think we're communicating to the Board of Advisors tribe. Each one of you out there has a tribe of some type or have people that have followers. They should all be communicating with their folks, but they may not know how to do that or what to say. So that's part of what we can help you with possibly is let's get some messaging that we can help you communicate back to put some calmness into your followers and your network and your people that you're advising also, because many of us are in that mode.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Now,
we're calling.
now is not the time for inactivity, right? Now is the time to double down to get your message out there that much more. The only big mistake you can make right now is to not move forward in some way, right? We're all figuring out the exact right moves. We're all seeking counsel to make those moves, but the wrong move, we all know, is sitting on your hands, right? Sitting on your hands is not going to do it. So now is the time for activity.
Well, as a perfect example, you all know that I'm not huge on getting out on social media. I make a post a week. It's just one of those things where I'm a very private person, right? I'm very intimate with everyone at the meetings. I mean, there's hugs. There's the Calhoun bear hug. There's the Calhoun handshake, right? But this is a time where my leadership has to show you the example of what it means to be a rock, right? Like I need to be in front of you. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and I'm making myself more public, more available, and setting that example. Like I'm not just going to suggest you do something, I'm going to do it and then encourage you to do the same thing. And it's not just about us, right? Having a conversation with you, it's about all of you having conversations with each other. And that's the real platform and the exposure mechanism that we're looking to achieve in the following weeks.
Absolutely. So keep the lines of communication open, guys. The more we're communicating with each other, the more we can help each other. So that's what this is about, and that's what the next few weeks really we're going to be focused on, is keeping those lines of communication open so that we can help with the problems, we can identify the opportunities, and together we all grow. That's what Board of Advisors is about. So we'll talk to you guys soon.